CFA Level 2, May 2025. If that's your plan, then this is the roadmap. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a roadmap for the CFA Level 2 May 2025 exam. We're going to cover all details from cost, scholarship, subject sequence, how much time should you ideally take to study, should you consider May, should you consider classes, etc, etc. So let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. For the people who are already a part of this channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. So CFA Level 2 May 2025. I am particularly making this video because a lot of you who have just completed their Level 1 right now in the August 2024 attempt are wanting to consider May 2025. Let's get to certain important parts that you should know about the May 2025 Level 2 exam. First things first, when is the May 2025 exam? It's between May 21 to May 25. So we all know there's a range. The range this time is May 21st to May 25th. Now, sadly, for the people who want to register from now, the early bird is closed by the time you see this video, because the early bird deadline was 16th October, or is 16th October. I'm going to be posting this a little late on 16th October. So early bird is completely an option gone. You do not have it. You cannot avail it if you are planning to still register. If you've already registered in the early bird, amazing, kudos to you. Now, a few other important dates that you should keep in mind. First things first, if you want to pay via the invoice method and you haven't paid or registered yet, you only have till 28th December to do so. Once you cross 20th December, even if it's 29th December, you will not be allowed to pay via invoice method. You can only use other methods like credit cards and EMIs after 28th December. Other than that, the final CFA Level 2 registration for May 2025 closes on 6th February. That means after that, you cannot register for May 2025 at all. One last important date is the scheduling deadline. That is the day you choose you want to give your exam between May 21st to 25th. The last date you can choose this is 11th February. And this is very important. If you do not choose this, you obviously cannot give the exam because you've not scheduled a date. So make sure you are aware of these dates. Now, coming to the cost. Like I said, early bird is closed, so I'm not going to be speaking of that. Let's talk of the cost that you have to pay if you register as of now. It would be $1,290 plus 18% GST. So that comes to approximately 1,25,000 rupees. Very approx figure. Have taken a very, average of the current India to US dollar rate. So yeah, roughly utna aapka cost jayega. And this does not include the extra practice set that you want to get if ever you prefer to. This is just the standard registration. Basically, you get a standard practice pack. If you still want to register, if you still want to buy that extra practice pack or the premium practice pack, I think you need to pay a certain extra amount. I'll just put it here so you guys can check that out. Is it important to buy that premium pack? Let me also answer this. In my opinion, it's completely fine to start with the standard pack. If towards the end or midway you feel, no, I want to practice more, then you can take it. Otherwise, if you have the funds, a little bit of surplus, or you're slightly in a comfortable zone financially, then definitely purchase it, because why not? The more the merrier from the very start. But like I said, even if you do not or you cannot, it's not the end of the world. The standard pack is there. Use that. Practice karne ka matlab is not the number of questions. It is, are you getting concept clarity? So whether you get that in 100 questions or 1000 questions, it doesn't make a difference. It is on you. The number of the questions won't make a difference. Okay. Now, coming to one more question that I know a lot of you are going to ask me is, scholarship options available hain? Abhi ke liye, no. The scholarship for May 2025 is completely closed for the Access Scholarship, and Women's Scholarship doesn't exist. So now there is no more scholarship options for May 2025 between the Access and Women's Scholarship at least. Now, coming to one more question that I know a lot of you will ask me is, should we take classes for CFA Level 2? Because we have all heard that CFA Level 2 is extremely tough. It is considered to be the toughest level in CFA. Is it true? To answer the toughest bit question, it is tough. A lot of people find it very, very tough because it is the first time you're solving vignettes or case studies as we call it. It does get a little intimidating, especially in the initial few months. Numbers come, valuations come. So yes, थोड़ा सा problem initially लगता है, but honestly, don't listen to somebody else and judge that this is gonna be the hardest level, because hard is very subjective, right? If you talk about me, my favorite level is CFA level 2. I would any day, do that rather than any other level. But like I said, you have to judge hard or easy based on your own liking and disliking. So don't listen to anybody and form a pre-notion. Start with it. खुद देखो, खुद judge करो. Who knows, like me, you might end up falling in love with this particular level. So do you need classes? It's not a compulsion, because classes don't guarantee success. It is just a convenience. But yes, it is a personal opinion. If you can afford it, if you have the time, then pay for that convenience. Pay for that buddy, because you would want somebody who can, answer your questions अगर आप कहीं अटक जाओ सम करते करते. It's just best to have that person, help you. Basically कोई भी क्लास आपको प्लान करके नहीं देता कि आपको ऐसे पढ़ना है वैसे पढ़ना है. वो कोई नहीं करने वाला. Nobody is gonna be checking on you as such that okay, something happened, you became sick, अब कैसे आपकी पढ़ाई कोप अप होगी. वो सब आपको खुद ही करना है. If you're expecting that from classes, that's not gonna happen. But if you get stuck in a concept, in level 2 specifically, you may want that person to just solve it for you. That is what classes will do. But like I said, it is just a convenience. End of the day वो चीज़ eventually तो आप solve कर ही दोगे, यहाँ वहाँ से पूछ के, खुद दिन रात सोच के, YouTube करके, Google करके, Chat GPT करके. So it's not impossible, but if you are able to afford that convenience, then why not, right? For the people who do not want to take classes at all, I'm gonna share with you a quick subject sequence that I followed, and I honestly vouch for it. It works well. There's a reason for it. There is a hard, easy concept. Certain subjects should be grouped together. मैं बता ही देती हूँ ना, पहले क्यों बता रही हूँ. So the subject sequence that I followed is first fixed income. No specific reason. I just felt कि मुझे fixed income पहला करना चाहिए, because in level 1 I found it a little intimidating while studying, and end तक जाके मुझे अच्छा लगने लगा. So fixed income to start with. Good news for level 2, fixed income is much easier in level 2 than in level 1. So fixed income क्योंकि थोड़ा easy है, so we'll club it with a slightly harder subject, and a subject that will require a little extra practice, derivatives. Following it with a slightly easy subject, क्योंकि derivatives करने के बाद सबका दिमाग थोड़ा खराब हो जाता है. So alternative investments, and right after alternative investments, क्योंकि थोड़ा ज़्यादा easy ना हो जाए, तो हम economics add करेंगे. Irrespective, ये 4 subject वैसे ही साथ group करना चाहिए, even if you don't want to follow this sequence, because fixed income, derivatives, AI and eco usually go together. They have some similarities here and there in some concepts. So it is just best to group them together. Fifth subject always should be ethics. Now ethics में you are very lucky. It's literally the same thing जो आपने level 1 में पढ़ा है. But that doesn't mean that you should ignore it, because the kind of questions you will get will be slightly different. अब vignets आएंगे, case studies आएंगे. So the practice you will need is the game changer. The practice you do for ethics is the game changer, more than even studying it. हाँ, एक बार देखना ज़रूरी है to refresh your memory, but उससे ज़्यादा practice करना ज़रूरी है. That's why midpoint, so that from that point onwards till your exam, you have time to practice it. Following ethics with equity, because equity is very lengthy in CFA level 2. It is easy, but it is lengthy. That's why it is good कि आप वो पहले निपटा लो. Equity के बाद I am putting a slightly harder subject. मतलब hard भी नहीं. Some people find it, a little difficult to cope with. That is FSA. It is easier than level 1 is what I'll tell you, in the sense content is much lesser. So a lot of people, just find relief in that. So FSA. FSA के बाद I'm giving you the best, the easiest topic in level 2, corporate issuers. Everybody falls in love with it. And उसके बाद between portfolio management and quants, you can choose any, either or, because both are theory heavy in level 2. इसलिए उसको लास्ट में रखना बेटर है, ताकि वो थियोरी एकदम लर्न हो जाए, बिकॉज कुछ पार्ट्स हैं जो लर्न करने होते हैं. सो यस, दैट इज द सब्जेक्ट सीक्वेंस. आई होप आपको पसंद आया. बट अगेन, दिस इज नॉट अ फिक्स्ड सब्जेक्ट सीक्वेंस. बेसिस योर लाइफ, basis your circumstances, basis what you do, basis how you're studying, basis when you start studying, this subject sequence should change. There are a lot of aspects that come in between, that comes in personalized customization, right? वो इसमें नहीं है obviously, because this is a very generic video. So yes, before I end it, I will just share some quick tips that will help you, particularly for level 2. Number 1, please make notes from the very start. अगर level 1 में करते आए हो, very good. नहीं करते आए हो तो level 2 में ज़रूर करना, because in level 2, like I said, there is a lot of valuation, a lot of numbers, a lot of concepts will come in depth. So it is better that you write it down in your own words. The more you write, the more you retain, and the more you write in your own words, मतलब आपको concept समझ आ गया, आप अपने आप को समझा पा रहे हो, you are already in a win-win situation. You are already on the path to success if you are able to do that. In fact, the best way to check अगर आपको concept समझा है कि नहीं is can you explain it to yourself in your own words, बिना कुछ copy किए आप अपने आप को समझा सकते हो, मतलब आपको concept समझ चुका है. So tip number 1 वो है. Tip number 2, from the very start, please maintain a formula book. In level 2, like I said, numbers बहुत ज़्यादा है, numericals बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, sums थोड़े ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. So please maintain a formula book from the very start. It will be a game changer for you. And last tip for second last tip for level 2 is, please make sure that your mind is as alert as possible from the very start. Play mind sharpening games thoda. Don't become an addict, but 5-10 minutes every single day खेलोगे, it just keeps your mind more alert, because level 2 and level 3 is all about an alert mind. And the last and the most important tip is, please do not let anybody tell you that level 2 is so hard, ये level तो भाई लोग clear कर ही नहीं पाते, सब अटक जाते हैं. Please block out those people completely. Like I told you in the start, hard is subjective. उनका hard आपका बहुत easy भी हो सकता है, और अगर hard है भी ना, तो आपने इससे बड़ी चीज़ें कर ली हैं लाइफ में और कर सकते हो लाइफ में. Have that faith in yourself. तो ही करना भाई. अगर दूसरों का सुन के करना है, उनके बैड एक्सपीरियंसेस को लेके करना है, then don't do it, because that will just demotivate you, and honestly फिर आप कर नहीं पाओगे. So you have to make sure that you are constantly motivating yourself. That's all. With that, I'm ending this video. वैसे ही थोड़ा लंबा हो गया, but I hope most of your questions are answered. If not, let me know in the comment section क्या question है, and I will answer it to the best of my capabilities. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.